Hello everybody, my name is Ali Abdullah. I'm 18 years old. I'm in the 12th grade in Dubai National School. My subject today is going to be AP Calculus, and I'm going to talk about the product and quotient rule lesson. Okay, so the main goal in this lesson is to find the derivative for an equation that contains multiplying or an equation that contains fraction. To start with the multiplying, there is the product rule. And here we have an example or a small rule that will remind us how to solve this. For the product rule, it's u times v. And to find the derivative of product equation, we're going to find the derivative of the u times or multiplied by the v plus the derivative of the v multiplied by the u. And in the other type of a question, that would be the fractional way, there is the quotient rule, u over v. And to find the derivative of that, we're going to find the prime of the u times v subtracted by the prime of the v times u over v squared. Okay, so now I'm going to be explaining two examples for both the product rule and the quotient rule, just to make everything more clear and easier for us to understand. To begin with the product rule, we're just gonna remember that in order to apply the product rule for finding the derivative, our equation must be containing multiplication. And here our equation is f of x is equal to x squared times 2x minus 3. And it's qualified for us to use the product rule. Now let's just remind ourselves with the product rule, which is u times v equals u prime v plus v prime u. Now let's just apply. So in this equation, the x squared is going to be the u and 2x minus 3 is going to be the v. And now let's just apply it and find the derivative of this equation. So f prime of x is going to be equals u prime, which is going to be 2x times 2x minus 3 plus v prime times u, which is going to be x squared times 2. And now let's just multiply all the equations to find the final answer, which is going to be 2x times 2x minus 3 plus x squared times 2. And it's going to give us 4x squared minus 6x plus 2x squared. And we're just going to subtract add the 4x squared with the 2x squared. And the final answer will be f prime of x is equal to 6x squared minus 6x. Okay, moving on to the quotient rule. First of all, to use the quotient rule, we know that our equation must be in a fraction. And here we have our equation in a fraction, which is y equal x squared minus 1 over x plus 2. To find the derivative of it, we need to use the quotient rule, which will be the rule u prime v minus v prime u over v squared. Okay, so the first step would be finding the derivative of the u, which is x squared minus 1, and it's going to be 2x times the v, x plus 2, minus v prime, which is 1, times x squared minus 1 over v squared, which is x plus 2 squared. All we should do now is simplify and multiply, and it will be multiplying 2x times x plus 2, which will give us 2x squared plus 4x, and then multiplying minus 1 times x squared minus 1, which will give us negative x squared plus 1, and divide all that by x plus 2 squared, and we're just gonna keep that for now because it's not important. What's important is what's above the fraction. And now we're going to just simplify more. 2x squared minus x squared, so the answer finally will be y prime equals x squared plus 4x plus 1 over x plus 2 squared. Thank you very much.